keep God first, He will always make sure He provides for you and your future and your family. No matter what you're going through, He will always be there to protect you. He will make sure that His very familiar words, no weapons formed against you shall prosper. Put God first and no one else. And I want to go ahead and start tonight's podcast or interview or intro. Um, Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it's me again, Tierra Ramsey. I want to begin by saying thank you for the overwhelming response that I received after my first video. I'm glad it was an inspiration to so many, and I want to continue to let you guys know that I'm going to let you into my world. In order for this to be fully have the impact that I wanted to have, I had to dive a little bit deeper into what I was saying into my episode 1. Those of you that are interested and that are intrigued, or some of y'all that just want to be nosy, you can go onto my YouTube, and I went a little bit more in depth of what I was talking about, the things that I was struggling with in episode 1. If you go on YouTube, you can look it up, Tierra Ramsey 7791. At Tierra Ramsey 7791. And I opened up a little bit more and became a little bit deeper as to, what some of the things that I've been dealing with, some of the things that I've been going through as I matriculated through my journey as being an adult, a young adult. Well, not a young adult anymore. I'm an old adult. But this episode is episode 2. I will be airing these episodes Tuesdays and Thursdays of each week, and it's going to be pretty much a walk of my journey from where I started to where I am now. This week's episode, I want to give a big shout out to Ty Miller and Jay Cook. I'm definitely going to have you guys on board. I'm going to bring y'all onto the podcast so that y'all can definitely be a part of this journey with me. Both of y'all were instrumental in me when I was on the beautiful evergreens of NCCU. We crossed paths a lot through that journey, and Jay Cook, Ty Miller, they both have skyrocketed into being tremendous and amazing people. But on this journey, I'm going to share a lot of people that came across my path that actually had an impact on my life. I'm going to hopefully be able to have opportunity to sit down and bring them to this table and to this platform so they can actually share with you guys some of the things that we went through as a young adults, and some of the visions and ideas that we had planned for our life. But tonight's episode is about where you come from. When I was growing up, a lot of the things that I did because I wanted attention from my parents. I come from a long line of alcoholism, drug abusers, and drug users. And the way that I was trying to obtain some attention was by excelling in sports, excelling in academics, excelling as a great character, but I was hurting on the inside. My uncle passed away. He killed himself when I was 16. So it was actually on my birthday. But I was really, really yearning for that attention from my parents. And that evolved to me feeling like I didn't get the best version of my parents. But, they were trying to do what I learned after having mental health therapy years later, was that they were doing the best that they could with the cards that they were dealt. And after being so frustrated and so angry, I went on to college. Carried that anger into college, and I never understood. I felt like I was slighted, but I have realized now that my parents did the best they could. I'm so thankful for everything they did. Some of the things that I was experienced and exposed to, it made me who I am today. But I'm taking this time to share this platform to let you guys know that you can overcome anything you put your mind to. I was working so hard to not be the statistics of my hometown, of working in the mill or working at a factory, or, having a bunch of kids and having a quote unquote a dead end life. But today's passage that I was reading this morning was about hope over riches, where, like I was telling my kids in the car this morning, on morning talk, that you have to have hope. Money doesn't buy everything. Money doesn't buy happiness. And the one correlation I made with him, that not saying that he didn't have other things going on, but Michael Jackson he was rich. All his life he's been rich. He's had a lot of money. He bought a giraffe, he had lions and tigers and amusement parks, but he was never happy. So those of y'all that are chasing the materialistic things that are trying to make you happy, they can help you cope, but they're not going to equate to eternal happiness. Once you leave this world, you can only leave this world, and you can't take anything with you. So what I've been doing over the years, where I'm mentoring kids and working with young adults, is trying to leave an impact on their life so that they can actually take that with them as they go on as I go on to glory. I've helped a lot of kids get scholarships, a lot of kids change their lives. I've been a part of very large mentoring programs that I know what I do, and I know how I help kids. And despite what some of these adults have felt about me, I know what I did. I had 197 kids that I was impacting in the middle school area. I had 125 kids that I was impacting in the high school area. I was part of this big journey with Hoop Dreams and Dorian, who helped 24 kids get Division I scholarships that year. We helped allow these kids to get over $400,000 worth of scholarships through the vehicle of basketball that we worked together that summer to try to help put them on their platform to excel and further their career. So I wanted to say tonight that, yes, I haven't made all the right choices. I haven't always been the right person, making the right decisions, but I know that I was doing the right things for the right reasons. I love helping people. That's one of my passions. I love you guys for paying attention and tuning in and giving me some of your time. But I hope that y'all continue to tune in each week. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth on YouTube as well. But I just want to give y'all a snapshot of, don't forget where you come from, because that's what made you who you are today. I really worked hard to try to make people proud. But at the end of the day, the only person that you need to be trying to make proud is God and yourself. So those of you that are continuously focusing on other people and other things and how they see you, knock it right off your shoulder and really focus on who you want to be and who you are. And make sure that you're living the life that you want to live, because you only get one chance at this journey. So make sure you take pride in it and you do the best that you can with it. And I'll continue on YouTube, so y'all can log on, subscribe, and I'll be dropping a little bit more information, a little more depth as to what my past made me. Thank you.